Have you ever wondered how designer babies are made? How are scientists able to change your genes to create these genetically modified babies? Well, scientists use a process called gene editing. Gene editing is a technique that allows scientists to change the DNA of most organisms. All humans have DNA. It is a biological material that is inherited from your parents, as each person contains 50% of their mom's DNA and 50% of their dad's DNA. Your DNA is what makes you, you. In gene editing, scientists are able to modify your existing DNA. This can be done by adding new genes or removing existing genes. So you may be wondering, how does this process work? Well, let's break this down together. Imagine you're working on this amazing arts and craft project, and while working on the project, you decide that you want to remove one of the pictures that you drew. So the easiest way to remove one of the pictures is by using scissors to cut it out. But while cutting, you want to be very careful to only cut the specific picture that you drew so that you don't ruin the rest of the project. This is a simplified analogy that demonstrates how a popular technique in gene editing called CRISPR-Cas9 works. CRISPR is a newly developed approach that allows scientists to target a specific location on the DNA. The scientists first start this process by determining the specific gene that they would like to alter, and then create an exact copy of that DNA sequence, but in RNA form. Once the copy is made, a guide is attached to a protein called Cas9. The Cas9 protein then acts like scissors to cut the desired DNA gene sequence, and scientists can insert a new DNA sequence into the original location. But what effect does inserting a new gene sequence have? With gene editing, scientists can help correct the genetic errors that cause disease, as they can target the disease-causing genes and replace them with healthy genes in diseases such as cystic fibrosis and sickle cell disease. Gene editing could also be used to help produce new, healthier foods. A study found that CRISPR could be able to increase the yield of tomato plants by editing the genes responsible for tomato size. It can also be used to create your own designer baby. Using genetic engineering, scientists could be able to modify physical traits such as eye color, hair color, or genes related to intelligence. So why isn't everyone using genetic engineering? This is because there are also some limitations that scientists need to account for. The first limitation is off-target effects. Off-target effects refer to non-specific and unintended genetic modifications that arise. They can cause mutations or deletions to the DNA, which can be harmful. The second limitation is ethical concerns. Gene editing allows you to change DNA, resulting in permanent modifications. As a result, some people don't believe that gene editing is ethical, especially when considering designer babies, as you're modifying the embryo. So, if you had access to CRISPR-Cas9, would you use it to create your own designer baby? Or if your child had a genetic disposition to have a disease in their life, would you use CRISPR-Cas9 to prevent it? I encourage you all to talk to your friends and family about this and see what they think. Thank you.